Hey everyone, it's Robert here with those guys, the It's Easy guys. Hey, you're going to China. That's so cool. You're going to have a great time. You need a visa. And the Chinese government really likes to have pretty much everyone around the world to have a visa to come visit China. And if you're a US citizen, it's really cool because you can get a 10-year multiple entry visa, which means you can go to China multiple times on the same visa and it lasts for 10 years. That's really cool. Now, to get a Chinese visa, you have to do a couple of things right. And they're really sticklers about stuff. So if you don't get everything exactly right, it's going to be delay in getting you your visa. So we can help you. And that's what this video is all about, is to try to help you avoid a lot of the common problems that we see with China visa applications. All right, so the first thing is that they have the actual application, and it's in PDF format. So you're going to download it onto your computer. I don't suggest you try doing this on your phone. It's going to be not so much fun. Download it onto your computer and use something like Adobe Acrobat, and you can fill in the application into the PDF form. Probably you have done that before with other PDFs. All right? A lot of applicants will write out their answers. They'll print out a blank application form and they'll write their answers out on the application. That's no good. It'll make someone have to retype it, and that's not good because then when you retype, you have mistakes, and it's just not a good idea. So use Adobe Acrobat or something similar if you're on a Macintosh. The built-in preview PDF will be just fine. Adobe Acrobat Reader, so it's free, and fill out the application on your computer, typing in all your answers. That's very important. And then you click save, and then you print, and then you have to make sure that you sign the China application, the visa application, sign it in pen and very nicely. All right? So they really look at the signature to make sure that it is the signature, for example, that matches your passport scan. All right. The next thing you need to do is that you need to have some passport style photos. Now, those can't be just, a little selfie like with you and the gang there, right? They need to be the official kind of passport photos. It's very important. Now, I suggest you use our It's Easy photo app, the passport photo app, which you can download from the website here on Apple, the App Store, or Google Play. And then you can take the photo, and that photo will upload automatically to our systems, and we'll print the photo for you for your China Visa app. The photos for China are a little bit different. They're not 2x2, 2-inch by 2-inch, which is the normal size. They're a little bit different. And we'll take care of that for you. If you're doing the photos yourself, just take a look on our webpage for the format that you have to have those photos in. Now, keep in mind that China is what they call jurisdictional, which means it matters what state you live in. If you live in California, then your application is going to be processed maybe in Los Angeles or maybe in San Francisco. If you live in Northern California, it's different. And if you live in the Midwest, it's probably going to go to Chicago. Or if you live in the Southern Midwest, then it's going to go to Houston. They go to different places all over the country. Make sure you check our website for the correct application for each consulate. It's very important. So you want to make sure that you get the application that we have on our site that is correct for your state. That's very, very important. All right. The next thing that the Chinese government wants is your hotel reservation. Now, this might seem pretty easy to just have a hotel reservation. The problem comes in if you're traveling with your family, with multiple people in your family. The hotel reservation needs to have all names on it. So if there's 3 people in your group that are traveling and you're getting 3 China visas, then that hotel reservation needs to have all 3 names on the reservation. You may have to reach out to the hotel that you're staying at to get all the names onto that hotel reservation. All right? Even though it's really clear to you that everyone's going together, think about it from the Chinese government side. They don't know that you're all going together. So they're looking at these applications, and really all they're looking at is there's a name on an application, and there better be that same name on the hotel reservation. All right? Very, very important. Likewise, on your travel itinerary. On your travel itinerary, your plane tickets need to have the name of each person who is in your group who is getting a China visa. So specifically, each China visa name on the application, that name needs to appear on the hotel reservation, and it needs to appear on the travel itinerary, the plane tickets. All right? So if you are mom and dad and daughter and son, you need to get the name of daughter and son onto those plane tickets. It needs to show on the itinerary. Just sending the itinerary for mom and dad isn't going to cover the kids. So you have to be very specific, very careful about this kind of thing. All right? Another thing about the application is that if you were born in China or Hong Kong or Taiwan or Macau, and you're of Chinese heritage, they're going to ask you a question on the application to write your name in Chinese characters. Now, you can do that either on the computer by typing it in if you know how to do that, or you can write that on after you finish the entire application and write the Chinese characters of your name on the application. They're very specific about that need. So if you do have a Chinese name or a Chinese heritage name, they're going to look for your name written in the Chinese characters. All right. Then next, especially on the application, is the question of employment. Now, if you are a journalist or a photographer, or you're going over in some official capacity, you really need to check with us in advance about getting you the right kind of visa. As we know, the Chinese government is a little bit sensitive about journalists and photographers. So they require more documentation from those kinds of businesses. So we want to make sure we get you the right visa, and we want to make sure that all of the information the Chinese government is looking for is taken care of right up front and in advance, so there's no questions that come up later. All right? If you are self-employed, which many people are these days, that's fine. You can write self-employed in on the form, but make sure you describe what it is you're doing that is self-employed. Just writing self-employed is not descriptive. They're not really interested in knowing how you are paid and, you know, that kind of thing, whether you work for a company. They're interested in, you know, are you an Uber driver? Are you a painter? Are you a landscaper? That kind of thing. That's what they're interested in that question. So you can write self-employed, but make sure it is descriptive as well. All right, so these are the main pitfalls of the China visa application process. Hopefully, we're able to describe these problems in advance, and you can correct them before you even send in your application packet to us. And once we get it, well, then it's going to be easy, because we do hundreds and hundreds of China visas a day. Oh my gosh, it's really crazy. China is a very popular destination, and we have teams all over the country who process China applications, so we're really, really good at it. And the best way to get your China visa really quickly and without any problems is to try to follow all the steps in the application description as best you can in advance, so that we're not slowed down by, us having to call you or email you and let you know what's missing and you have to send us something else. So try your best, and if you have questions, make sure you reach out to us. We will be Johnny on the spot to try to help you get your China visa. And I want you to have a great trip in China, and we'll see you later. From Robert at It's Easy, bye-bye.